Hello everybody, it's me, just me here, and I wanted to shoot a quick update video to my 360 wave video. Now since then, I've done a lot of research and looked at a lot of other people's wave videos, and I wanted to make a distinction between the one I made and a lot of the ones I've seen, which is my video was mainly for the people who are just starting out. You may have just BC, just cut your hair and don't have any waves at all and want to train your hair to be wavy. So if you're looking at a lot of the other people's videos, they might have a lot of tips on them. Some I've tried and some I worked and some didn't. I don't know how useful they would be to someone who doesn't have any waves, because mainly they were geared to people who already have established waves in some sense. Now there are two main questions that I get, or that I've also seen that I wanted to address. And the first question that I get was, wow, your hair looks nice. How did you get your hair to look like that? How did you get your waves to be so deep or to go in the direction that they go in? And what I wanted to say was, waves are kind of like fingerprints. They are going to be very much customized to fit your particular head. So what John's hair may look like, yours might not look like, because waves are completely contingent upon the length of your hair, the texture of your hair, and your natural wave pattern. Now if you look at my hair, you'll see that my hair goes kind of off to the side pattern. Let me brush my hair. And it continues on around up until a point at the right side of my head. That's where the pattern starts. Now mine kind of cranks like a safe, and that's why my hair pattern goes kind of off to the side. Other people's hair pattern might start directly in the middle, and their hair pattern is going to go wavy straight forward. Now another thing that will affect your hair pattern is the different textures of your hair. Women know this, especially the ones that are BC, that you might have straighter hair on the sides, curlier, thicker hair on the top, and a totally different texture in the back of your hair. So that might completely affect where and how your waves come in. I see a lot of men, they have a lot of waves on the top. A lot of men have waves on the side, and they go in all different directions. So the depth, the length, and the width are contingent upon the length, the natural hair pattern, and the texture of your hair. So I would say, in starting out, don't get discouraged if your hair doesn't look like the next person. It's not going to look like the next person. It's going to look like how your hair is going to look. So kind of embody your own swag and just be confident that your hair is going to look the best to fit your face, because that's how God made it, and He made it special just like that. Two tips I wanted to give. I know you've seen these brushes in my other videos, but I wanted to say that, especially if you're starting out, it's good after you wash your hair to brush your hair a lot. Use whatever oil you want to use and brush it. The reason why is because your coils are softer or more less resistant or more willing to be trained, because that's what you're basically doing. You're training your hair to wave, to come together, and to go in this particular pattern. So you want to brush your hair when it's wet, and brush it often and tie it up. Now for me, when I wash my hair doesn't look like this. It's kind of curly, so I want to use the harder side of this particular brush to kind of get in there and say, hey, remember, go this way. Once I do that, I tie it up. Now what I tie it up with, either a do-rag or a silk scarf, depends on whether or not I'm going to sleep. I'm going to be doing a lot of moving around, because especially when you're starting out, you don't want to have a scarf or something in your head that's going to move around a lot, because your hair is basically going to be waved, and then it's going to mess up, and then you're going to have to kind of retrain and brush. So if you're going to go to sleep, I say put on a do-rag, because it's less likely to move. And if you're going to be up throughout the day, use a silk scarf, because the silk scarf keeps in the moisture. It makes your hair soft, and it really does, when it softens your hair, it makes your hair easier to train. So you kind of alternate, sorry about the camera, you guys, alternate those two things and just keep at it. So I hope that those things was helpful, and if you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. Peace.